was an ordinary day when I, Emily, went to help a friend clean out some old items at her family's ancestral home on the outskirts of town. The house, full of the marks of time, had an air of mystery and eeriness about it. My friend mentioned there were some old things in the basement, asking me to see if there was anything useful. I never imagined that this seemingly simple task would pull me into a heart-stopping ordeal. I descended the narrow stairs into the basement, and a strong, musty odor immediately hit me. The place was dimly lit, and I had to rely on the faint light from my phone to guide me. As I was rummaging through things, a loud bang echoed through the room. The basement door suddenly slammed shut without warning. Panicked, I rushed to the door and frantically yanked at the handle, but it felt as though it had been welded shut and wouldn't budge. That's when I realized, with growing horror, that I was trapped in this lightless basement. At first, I tried to stay calm, reassuring myself that my friend would soon notice my absence and come to rescue me. I pounded on the door and screamed as loudly as I could, but my voice only echoed back at me in the emptiness, with no reply. As time passed, hunger and thirst hit me like a tidal wave. The basement had nothing but old, decaying items, no food, no water. But I didn't give up. I began searching every corner, hoping to find something that could sustain me. Finally, on a dusty shelf, I found half a bottle of mineral water, its age unknown. Without hesitation, I twisted off the cap and drank deeply. The cool liquid instantly soothed my dry throat. Days turned into weeks, and I gradually fell into a pit of despair. Loneliness, fear, and helplessness gnawed at my soul. I began to hallucinate, imagining I heard people walking outside, but every time I called out in hope, the silence was deafening. In order to survive, I forced myself to use whatever I could find. I discovered a rusted iron pipe and began marking the wall with notches to record the days I had been trapped. With each new mark, my despair deepened, but my will to survive grew stronger. Over the course of those 78 long days, I came close to breaking down countless times, wanting to give up. But every time I thought of the world outside, of my friends and family, I gritted my teeth and pushed forward. Finally, on the morning of the 78th day, I heard loud voices and the sound of digging from above. It turned out that my friend had become worried when I didn't return and had reported my disappearance. The police, after a thorough search, finally found me. When the basement door slowly creaked open and the blinding sunlight poured in, I burst into tears of joy and collapsed to the ground. Those 78 hidden days in the basement were the darkest of my life, but they also taught me the strength and resilience of life. I learned that no matter how dire the situation, as long as we hold on to hope and never give up, the light of day will eventually shine through.